Good morning and welcome to Ark and Dove Presbyterian Church in Odenton, Maryland. Welcome to The Lobby, the weekly program about the life of the church. I'm Brian Boudreau, the clerk of session here at Ark and Dove, and your host. So today is the 9th Sunday after Pentecost, and in a bit I'll be talking to Greg Makar about back to school already. But first, let's get to the announcements. In-person sanctuary worship continues every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Worshipers of all ages are welcome, provided they wear masks into the sanctuary. So be sure to RSVP online to attend worship in the sanctuary. Reservations for outdoor services are no longer needed. Outdoor service will be held every other Sunday, the next one being August 8th, and then August 22nd at 9:15 a.m. So please check the homepage of the Ark and Dove website for cancellation due to inclement weather. So the website will be updated the morning of outdoor service. And out of consideration for others, masks are truly welcome at the outdoor service, but they are not required. And don't forget about Summer Sunday School on alternating weeks. The next one will be August 1st. This is an in-person outdoor event for rising kindergarten through 8th graders. Masks will be required. We also have adult Summer Sunday School, which will take place at the same time. So, if you have kids, drop them off at Sunday school and then join in the discussion. Pastor John will be leading the group in exploring myths about Christianity and busting them. So come as you are. There's no homework or RSVP necessary. The Summer Book Club August selection is A Lesson Before Dying, which is described as a deep and compassionate novel about a young man who returns to 1940s Cajun country to visit a black youth on death row for a crime he didn't commit. So together they come to understand the heroism of resisting. So having seen the book on some young adult reading lists, you may consider reading this with your older teen. So join us on Zoom on Tuesday, August 17th at 7:30. Contact Kim Champagne or Pastor John to get the invitation. So the Mission Ministry continues to collect food for the Christian Assistance Program of West County Food Pantry in Severn. Donations can be left at the church on the table just inside the front door or in the covered picnic area. The items needed most are cereal, hot and cold, tomato products such as canned tomatoes and pasta sauce, and rice sides, but we're asking just a maximum of 2 pounds per rice side. Now, there are lots of other activities you can get in on, such as donating gently used books for Prince of Peace Presbyterian Church and Anne Arundel Literary Council book fair this fall. Wendy Wellington has details on that. Or the special offering in July and August for Habitat for Humanity. You can donate a dollar amount by texting that dollar amount followed by Habitat to our EFT number 410-983-3481. Also, Woodside Gardens apartment on July 31st from 11 to 12, and Shirley Fuller can get you more details there. Finally, we have another Healing Through Grief group, which will be August 11th at 7 p.m. That's led by Pastor Tim, Kathy Devis, and Linny Gardner. And Linny can send you the Zoom invitation for that. And now for our regular activities, we have the weekly Bible lectionary every Wednesday at 10 a.m. You contact Pastor John for a Zoom invitation. The Sunday fellowship is right after service at around 11:30, so email fellowship@arkanddove.org to get a Zoom invitation. And the crafting group meets on the first Wednesday and third Monday evening of each month at 7 p.m. via Zoom. Amy Tardif has a Zoom invitation for you there. And finally, Saturday game night with the deacons. You can get a Zoom invitation from Ellen and Greg Makar. Now, are you thinking about fall yet? I know it seems too soon, but back to school is right around the corner. And so we plan to start signups for the back to school program. And I have invited Greg Makar to join us today to talk about the back to school program. So welcome, Greg. It's so great to have you here. It's good
Thanks,
to see
Brian.
you.
It's good to be with you.
So, as I was saying, it's back to school time, and you've been doing this for a number of years. So, can you tell us a little bit about the backpack program that we do here at Ark and Dove?
Yes, well, the back to school program is a partnership between the Department of Social Services and the Anne Arundel County Public School System, and they identify students who need help being able to provide school supplies. Or acquiring their own school supplies. And they identify those students through the other ways they're already involved with the Department of Social Services or the school system. And then they invite people like us to sign up to provide a backpack and school supplies for an elementary school student. And then they provide us with those names, and we go off and get that and deliver the supplies to the school. At Ark and Dove, so Ark and Dove has been participating in that program. We've also, in the last several years, because that's only for elementary school students, we've also been providing some loose supplies for students at Meade Middle School.
And so what are the elementary schools we'll be supporting this year?
We have 35 students total. Some of them are at Odenton Elementary School and the others are at Seven Oaks.
Okay, so this is right in our backyard. And so these are our neighbors that we're helping out.
Correct.
So what is different now from years past? How is this program different, especially in light of COVID and changes to the support network and support system that we have?
Well, the format that I described went on for many years, matching donors with students at a school and at an elementary school student, K through 5. And last year, because we weren't passing around goods to each other, it was only, we still participated, but it was only a money donation program. And so we donated money to the program and they provided that in the form of gift cards to the students. And that was actually focused a little more on the older students who had a greater need for technology tools to help them learn remotely. And so this year they're returning back to the original format. And so again, focused on the elementary school students and donors getting the names and providing the backpacks and supplies.
Okay, great. So we're going back to the way it was before. So can you talk about Ark and Dove's plan for organizing this? How are we going to sign up for this? And have you thought about that?
Absolutely. And there has been a little bit of some restart pains, I think, with it, in the sense that maybe not everyone in the school system is able to participate in all the discussions with the county to decide how the program would return this year. That's my understanding of it. And so there was a little bit of a delay when I talked to the schools, and the people that I talked to weren't sure that they were participating. So the county just confirmed yesterday with me that we are still going forward. And so I'm hoping to have we'll have, like a lot of things, is we hybrid sign up, and we'll have a sign up genius. And I hope to have that available by the end of next week. Okay. And so I would say look for announcements in next week's archive on that. And we'll also have the sign up available in person after the 10:30 services in the lobby at church. And we'll have that available, a physical sign up sheet, but we'll enter, if you want to sign up, then we'll enter your name in the computer sign up genius. So someone else isn't signing up for the same student at home at the same time. So we'll do it that way. And then if neither one of those options work, you can always get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to sign you up directly.
Okay. And what about folks who may be a little bit further away, aren't local necessarily to Odenton, who would like to participate? What can they do? Well,
we will still accept donations through the regular forms of giving to the church. You can make a donation and designate that for mission and back to school program, and we'll provide that to the county. Of course, if the school supplies are due, or they want them at the schools the week of August, I think that's the 13th, the week of August 16th. So if someone's not nearby, but maybe they will be in the next few weeks, they could bring the supplies with them. But that's, if they're not going to be in the area, just a monetary donation to the church would work. And for the middle school supplies, I will have to provide that list of what their most needed items are, and they can be delivered directly to Mead Middle, or you can bring them to church and we'll get them there.
Okay, so let's talk about the supplies, just like you said. So the process for that. So you'll sign up and you'll get a list of what each student needs. Is that correct?
That's right. And in the past, we've sometimes had a school a list very specific to the school. Other times the county not other times the county always sends out a standardized list, and that's what we have so far. And what I was hoping to do is to get some clarification on some of the items, and also to identify with our two schools whether there are any differences between what they want and the standardized list.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that may not get done if the people aren't at the schools who have those answers in the next week or so. But that's one of the things I'll try to do, is provide. We will provide a list, and we will try to make that the best list we can.
Okay, great. And so for those who have not done this before, individuals who sign up, they'll go out and purchase the backpack. Is that right?
That's right, and they'll take that list along with them. And what although the idea is to get everything on the list, we don't want people to be going from store to store to store to find that one thing. You know, if you find most of it, having a hard time finding an item, not sure exactly what to get for an item, that's okay. Do what you can in a reasonable amount of time and without too much driving around.
Right. Yeah, and that's where, like, if you can only make a monetary donation, we can help fill those empty spots. Is that correct?
Right. And the intent is for people to do that and take it to the school directly, and we'll provide the hours and addresses and all that. But not everyone can do that, so we'll also provide the date for when we need it. If it has to be delivered to church instead of the school, we'll let you know when it needs to be at church, so that someone can get it to the school on time.
Okay, so you're trying to make this as easy and as accommodating as possible. So whatever folks can do to contribute, that'd be great.
Yes, we like to have some flexibility for people.
Yeah, but if Ark and Dove is anything, it's generous. So what if we hit that 35 backpacks relatively quickly? Will we be able to do more, or do you think 35 will be our limit this year?
If we sign up for them pretty quickly, like you said, yeah, we'll call the county and see if there are other students near us who need help, and sign up for some more. Yeah.
All right. So if the list fills up, there might be still some more opportunities for folks to participate.
Yeah. Well, and thanks for asking about this, Brian. You know, some people truly cannot afford to provide all the supplies they need for themselves. School supplies are not a sufficient condition for good learning, but they are necessary, and so it's something important.
Yeah, this absolutely is, and I know every year we like to sign up for even a couple backpacks if we can, if there's one on the list, and because it is something that we enjoy doing, and know that there's a direct impact to our community and supporting our community. Well, thank you so much, Greg, for joining me today and talking about the backpack program. I hope we have a really fulsome response from everybody. So it was a pleasure to talk to you.
Same here, Brian. Thanks.
So, and thank you out there for joining me this week. We want to learn more about our friends at Ark and Dove. So we will continue our series on Meet Ark and Dove. So if you would like to share a hobby or an interesting story with the Ark and Dove family, please email us at worship@arkanddove.org, and we'll look forward to talking to you. So details on everything we talked about can be found in the archive or on the webpage. And stay safe. Have a great week. And join us in the Zoom fellowship after the service. The live stream service will begin in a moment.